Thanks for coming along to the data widget for Pageflex Storefront. Pageflex Storefront now enables you to add the data widget to any storefront. In fact, you can add as many widgets as you like. Each widget can be configured for the network that's viewing your storefront. Best of all, there are no fees, there's no setup cost, and there's no contracts. So let's just take a quick look at the functionality of the data widget that can be within your storefront. We have 4 national databases: National Consumer Database, New Homeowners, New Movers, and Businesses. All databases carry a 95% plus deliverability guarantee and a best of breed. Let's come into the geography selection. Let's see that we've got 3 general methods. We have the whole US, we have zip, city, county, and state, and any combination of those, and then we have a radius around an address. So let's come into the city section, and we will do, let's say, Phoenix, Arizona. So here's Phoenix, Arizona. There's 290,050 households within Phoenix. Now, of course, we can come into the demography. We have about 300 demographics, and we can switch them on or off for each individual data widget, so the data widget can be appropriate for the particular network that you're putting in front of. So let's say here we only want to find people that make over 35,000 a year. It's 212. Maybe we'll change our minds and we really want over 100,000 a year. You'll notice it's phenomenally quick. So let's come back into geography and let's change that to a street address. I'll change that to an address in Manhattan. You'll notice we didn't need to put in the zip code or anything. It's defaulted to a 2-mile radius, kept in place my demography, but obviously has changed us to Manhattan as opposed to a particular address in the other side of the country. So there's 66,000. Now I can change my radius and it'll immediately change the count. I can nudge the radius up and down by 1/10 of a mile. Now, one nice feature of the data widget, a new enhancement, is that we can actually take the radius, the center of the radius, and we can move it. So let's move that over, say, to 56th Street. And now you'll notice the address has changed. The radius stayed the same. The count has changed because there's a different quantity of users. We have a full end select. So I can put in here any quantity I like, so long as it doesn't exceed the available records, and so long as it's more than the minimum that's set in the price list. The price list is your price list, and you can configure that with the minimums and the prices that you want. So each data widget has different prices and minimums. Now we have a list preview. System pulls up 100 rows from the list that you will get. So in this case it's from the 2,250. It includes the demographics that we selected, and you'll notice that in the preview it anonymizes the first name, the last name, and the street number, but it will be in there obviously in the list, but just for licensing reasons we don't show that on the preview. Now basically your users can just add the list to your shopping cart on the storefront product, and then you can make the checkout and make the sale. So just coming back to the list, I'll just show you quickly the business database. Let's do the radius around an address, or we can change it. So let's change that, say, to a 1.5-mile radius. You'll notice now it's businesses, and of course on the business demography we've got every SIC code and so on. So now I can just type in doctor, let's say, and now it's giving me 4,887 doctors within 1.5 miles of that radius. And then of course I can layer on top of that other demographics. So for example, doctors that make over 1 million a year. Now that the count is less than I'd put in there before, so if I want all of those I could just put in, and then that'll give you the quantity and the price will be in your shopping cart. Once again we've got the list preview. and now the user can add that to their shopping cart. So, love to talk to you. Love to get started with your own storefront with a data widget. Give us a call, 866-306-8674, or send us an email to info@leadsplease.com. Thanks for coming along, and look forward to talking to you soon.